Electrolysis of water, and I will teach you all the basic concepts of electrolysis of water. We have already learned in our previous lecture of electrolysis that it is the process through which we can break down any compound using electricity. For example, consider water H2O. We will do the electrolysis of water, and as a result, we will get hydrogen gas and oxygen gas. Thus remember that electrolysis process break down any compound. Now let me teach you the electrolysis of water. Well, pure water is a bad conductor of electricity. For example, consider pure water in electrolytic cell. Now if I connect the terminal to the battery, no current will pass. For instance, this bulb will not glow. This example shows that pure water doesn't conduct current. If you ask me why, then the answer is simple. Pure water has no free ions to conduct electricity. Let me repeat it. Pure water has no free ions to conduct electricity. It means that we cannot perform the electrolysis of pure water because it doesn't conduct electricity. So what should we do? Can you guess something? Well, we will add few drops of acid like H2SO4 to the pure water. The acid H2SO4 will ionize the water. Do you know the term ionize the water or water ionization? Well, when we add few drops of sulfuric acid to the water, it will break the ions of the water to hydrogen ion and hydroxide ion. Thus remember that there are millions of hydrogen ions and hydroxide ions present in this electrolytic cell. Also, we have added few drops of sulfuric acid to the water. We know that water ionized to hydrogen ion and hydroxide ion, while sulfuric acid, being strong acid, also contain hydrogen ions and sulfate ions. Here, let me ask you, how many ions are present in this electrolytic cell? Well, the total ions present in this electrolytic cell is 3. I mean hydrogen ions, hydroxide ions, and sulfate ions. Now when we switch on the battery, hydroxide ions and sulfate ions, being negatively charged, are attracted to the anode, while hydrogen ions, being positively charged, are attracted to the cathode. We have learned in our previous lecture that battery pull electrons from cations and push those electrons to anions. At anode, we can see that two different ions like hydroxide ions and sulfate ions are present. So which ion will lose electron? Well, according to electrochemical series, the tendency of hydroxide ion is very high to lose electron than sulfate ion. So hydroxide ion win the fight and lose the electron. Secondly, battery will push these electrons towards cathode and hydrogen ion will gain it. Thus at anode, hydroxide ion lose electron and oxidation occur, while at cathode, hydrogen ion gain electron and reduction occur. Now what about the cathode reaction and anode reaction? Well, let me teach you something very simple. At anode, we know that hydroxide ion lose electron. Now this OH is unstable. Let me repeat it. This OH is unstable. So one another hydroxide ion will appear on the stage. This hydroxide ion will also lose one electron. This OH is also unstable. Now listen carefully. Let me write this OH and this OH here. We know that oxygen is highly electronegative atom. So it will attract the shear pair of electrons towards itself. As a result, partially negative charge will appear on it and partially positive charge will appear on hydrogen. Also, in this OH, partially negative charge will appear on oxygen and partially positive charge will appear on hydrogen. Now this partially negative oxygen will attack on this partially positive hydrogen. Let me repeat this important point. This partially negative oxygen will attack on this partially positive hydrogen. So this OH bond will break up. We will get a molecule of water plus one oxygen. Thus remember that two hydroxide ions lose one electron each to form one molecule of water and one oxygen atom. Now here is another problem. This oxygen is also unstable. So another two hydroxide ions will appear on the stage and they will lose one electron each. We know that this OH and this OH are not stable. So they will react together to form one molecule of water and one oxygen. Here this oxygen and this oxygen will react together to form oxygen gas. Now listen carefully. Overall, 4 hydroxide ions lose 4 electrons. This is one water molecule and this is another water molecule. I write 2H2O. This oxygen and this oxygen react to form oxygen gas. I write O2. Therefore, we say that 4 hydroxide ions lose 4 electrons to form 2 molecules of water and 1 molecule of oxygen gas. Now we go to the previous slide. We write a node reaction. 4 hydroxide ions lose 4 electrons to form 2H2O plus O2 gas. What about the cathode reaction? Well, it is very easy. We know that at the cathode, there is only hydrogen ion present. Also, we have learned that at the anode, 4 hydroxide ions have lost 4 electrons. So the battery will pull these 4 electrons and will push them towards the cathode. So 4 hydrogen ion will get 4 electrons to form 2 molecules of hydrogen gas. Thus this is the anode reaction and this is the cathode reaction. Now what about the overall reaction? Well, I write all the reactants at one side and all the product at the another side. I write 4 hydroxide ion plus 4 hydrogen ion plus 4 electrons. Then I write 4 electrons plus O2 plus 2H2O plus 2H2. Here, common things at both the sides of the chemical reaction are cancelled out. So these 4 electrons and these 4 electrons are cancelled out. Also we have added sulfuric acid to the water which has ionized water and to hydrogen ion and hydroxide ion. This too means 2 mole of water. We know that in 1 mole of water, 1 ion of hydrogen and 1 ion of hydroxide are present. So in 2 moles, 2 hydrogen ions and 2 hydroxide ions are present. I write 4 hydroxide ions plus 4 hydrogen ions react together to form oxygen gas plus 2 hydrogen ion plus 2 hydroxide ion plus 2 hydrogen gas. Here, I cancelled the spectator ions at both the sides. Out of 4 hydrogen ions, 2 are cancelled with these 2 hydrogen ions. Similarly, out of 4 hydroxide ions, 2 are cancelled with these 2 hydroxide ions. Thus 2 hydroxide ions and 2 hydrogen ions react together to form 1 molecule of oxygen gas and 2 molecules of hydrogen gas. Also, you can write 2 molecules of water break down to form 1 molecule of oxygen gas or 2 molecule of hydrogen gas. What about the final product? Well, at anode, we collect oxygen gas and at cathode, we collect hydrogen gas. Thus, we have successfully broken down 2 molecules of water to produce oxygen gas and hydrogen gas by the help of electrolysis. I hope that you have learned all about the electrolysis of water.